After completion of this video, you'll be able to read a BIM execution plan for project information, set the project base point coordinates in Revit Architecture, and apply project naming standards to ensure consistency across multidisciplinary teams. Setting up an early stage Revit model lays the foundation for the entire project. Think of it like setting up the structure of a building before anyone starts the actual construction. You're making sure everything is aligned, connected, and ready to go for your team. At the start of every BIM project, you should create work sets, establish project coordinates, define level names and heights, define grid names and positions, set up sheets and view templates, and apply other project standards like naming conventions, line weights, title blocks, and view organisation so that the model stays clean, efficient, and professional. To support the different multidisciplinary teams, such as the architectural team and their project setup and collaboration, each team uses a guide called the BIM Execution Plan, or BEP for short. A BEP is like a digital guide that helps everyone working on a building project stay organised and work together smoothly. When the architectural designers, structural engineers, and building services engineers all work in the same project, they need to make sure that they work in the same processes, such as naming files in the same way, using folders and validation processes, as well as using the same project base point and coordinates so that things don't become confusing. And the BEP tells them just how to do that by detailing the processes and providing example file names and the project coordinates. It also includes important information like what software each team will use, where the files will be saved, how often the model gets updated, and who is responsible for each part of the design. This helps make sure that everyone is following the same rules and helps different specialist teams work together smoothly. To begin this project, open the BIM Execution Plan from the dataset provided. It's been named to meet the ISO 19650 and project naming standards. PRJ001, project number 1. It was created by the contractor, so CON. This document specifically does not relate to a volume or a functional breakdown of the project, so XX. Again, it doesn't relate to a specific level, so XX. A BIM execution plan is a type of specification, so SP, and relates to more than one discipline, so Z for general or generic, and 0002 for the sequential number. Inside the BEP, scroll to section 4.12, containing the project coordinate information. Coordinates and setting up shared coordinates ensures that all disciplines are working in the same spatial reference. It means everything lines up correctly when models are linked together. Each discipline will enter this information into their own discipline-specific project model, meaning when one discipline model is linked into another, such as the architectural project model into the structural project model, the 3D models will align. To use and set the coordinates in Revit, start by opening the BIM project handout. In the dataset project model, in the project browser, double-click Site Floor Plan View to open it. The project base point and survey point are both visible. The project base point is the circle symbol with the crossed lines, while the survey point is the triangular shape. To check the project coordinates, click to select the project base point. You can check you've selected the correct element by looking in the Properties panel. You should see project base point listed here. You'll see the coordinates at this time are north, south, 0, east, west, 0, elevation, 0, with angle to true north, also 0. To set them as to the project requirements and as provided in the BEP, on the ribbon in the Manage tab, Project Location panel, click Coordinates to expand the options available. Click Specify Coordinates at Point, and notice the prompt, select a reference to display its shared coordinates. Hover your cursor over the project base point and click to select the project base point as the point you wish to specify the coordinates, and Revit displays the coordinates at that point in a shared coordinates dialog. To edit the coordinates so that they match the BIM Execution Plan, enter the north-south, east-west, elevation and angle from east as shown in the BIM Execution Plan. Click OK to close the dialog and apply the coordinates to the project. With the coordinates now set, to save the project file, on the ribbon, in the File tab, click Save As and click Project to save as a Revit project file. A project is the file grouping all of the 3D model, all of the views, schedules and other items together in one file. Navigate to a folder you wish to save in, and to name the project as per project requirements, look to the Appendix A in the BEP. As this project you're setting up is Volume 2, the name of the file should be PRJ001, and as shown in the BEP, this is the only project number that can be used for any files created for this project. A hyphen is to be used to split each of the fields in the name. As you work for the architecture company, and the originator code for this company is ARC, enter ARC in this field. This is Volume 2, the middle of the 3 buildings, so 02. And as this Revit project will contain all of the levels for the project when modelled, ZZ. This is a native Revit project model, so M3. And this model will contain all of the architectural model elements, such as the walls, the windows and the doors, etc. So type A here. And 0001, as this is the first time that this naming sequence has been used. After the name, you can add an underscore and a description so that you can track progress through the course and keep each of the files separate. To do this, simply add an underscore after the name and add the lesson title and complete to indicate this file contains the completed steps from this video. Click Save to complete the saving of the project file. To close the project, click Close to close this view and close the project.